Guys, let's talk a little bit about food aggression. Tifa here with FBTV. Got a good message from someone saying, hey, my dog's not aggressive towards me, but when it gets that food comes in, man, say. I said, well, and they said, hey, what can I do? For one, let's walk you through a little bit about that history. You get a dog a year and some change old, you run a lot of risks, especially if it's a rescue. Shout out to everyone who rescues a good dog and makes a dog a better dog. And even more importantly, the dog makes you a better person. But let's just get to the point. If you are dealing with a food aggressive dog, I'm gonna tell you to risk it. But objectively, start by hand feeding the dog. I said, well, does it bite your hand? Mind you, I asked some questions. I said, does a dog attack you or does it try to chew your hand off when you're giving it treats? Oh, not at all. I said, oh, okay, then at least I know to a degree you're a little bit safe. Cha-Cha's a little chewy. So the first thing that I'll do, because again, she's charged up. Oh man, Cha-Cha, is I'll come to a hand. Ooh, she's slobbering too. Hey, sit. And I'll teach her the importance of patience. Hey. See that right there? You see that chewy, that chewy nature? Look at her, she is chewing. Now she doesn't want to hurt me, and I don't want to feel all the slobber if I'm being honest. But no matter what takes place, even if I give her this pork hock, just half a pork hock right here. Okay, Cha-Cha. Hey. No. This is you communicating. Look at her. Hey, no, slow. Hey, slow. And you give her the thing. And that's one thing. Now, what I would encourage you to do, which I've done before, is let's say you're feeding raw, which is what we feed. I would make some small meatballs, freeze them, or realistically, make some meatballs, let them get chilled, put it in my hand, and let the dog eat the meat out of my hand. If you're doing dog food, use about a half a cup to 1 cup, feeding the dog out of your hand. Here's the biggest thing, if you didn't hear me talk to her, is the communication. The whole time she's chewing, she got my thumb a little bit. She's got to nipping, but that's my own fault too for keeping my hand right there in front of her face. This process is normally done off camera over a course of time. So even when you see Ego in the amongst of all the dogs, he doesn't react because he knows better. Him and I, we've got a very good understanding, and his mother as well. And the other ones, they're like wild baboons. They'll do anything for some food. As you can hear her back there cracking that frozen hawk. Guys, just like in life, communication is one of the most important things between you and your dog and anybody else you got in your life. In this case, Cha-Cha, we have to work on getting an understanding, and believe me, there is work to do. And we're gonna do the work, but here's the facts. I have to slowly but surely set the tone by making sure in the cage, out the cage, feeding time, treat time, training time, working time, she understands what I expect of her. That's a lot of times to be demanding something from a dog or a human being. But just like you were a kid growing up, it took time for your parents to get you to even learn your manners. At what age did they stop having to tell you to say hello and goodbye and speak and all that other stuff? Man, it's a journey. So remember, it is a journey. Cha-Cha's not even 2 years old yet. And she's super motivated to say the least, and she's just coming into her own skin. But where I would start, first, treats. And the treats are the first stage of communication. Let's slow the dog down via treats. Can I give the dog 5 treats and it slowly but surely take it out of my hand? That builds trust. Next, I then hoard the food. I might sit on the floor with the dog and his food, just holding the food, and the dog can eat, but it's eating it out of my hands per se. And that's me, if you have an aggressive dog, just testing how the dog is. Next, we can get the dog, and I start feeding this dog food out of my hand. That dog don't eat, anytime it eats, it only eats out of your hand for at least 7 days. And the whole time, you're talking to the dog. Good boy, good girl. Look at her, she like this. Good boy, good girl. Slow, slow, slow. Thank you. You'd be surprised what a dog will do for you if it knows what you're asking of it. And then finally, not but least, I would keep moving where it's eating at times, so it never gets possessive over a certain location. You'd be surprised that simply moving where a dog chews his food at could make it stop eating. because they too get in such a routine. They hate breaking the rhythm of things. They're like, why is it over there? I don't want to eat it over there. Dogs can get very picky, people, especially when the expectation is not clear. And what I expect my dog to do is be better as we become better. But even more importantly, I know for a fact I can't deal with a food aggressive dog. I'm not having it. Not aggressive toward me. I'm okay with the dog being a little hostile towards another dog, because I don't want nobody breathing over my food or digging in my bowl or on my plate. So for now, take care of your dogs. Hopefully some of these steps help. Slow down, pace yourself, and God bless anybody who's rescued a dog.